What's going on, internet peeps? Alright, today we've got a pretty simple build. We're going to be building this welding table. And it's about time too. Brian and I have been welding on the floor for way too long. So this should be a pretty simple build. It's made of 3/4 inch box steel. The top plate is a 1/4 inch plate steel, which we're going to be drilling a ton of holes in. Some pretty high quality 5-inch casters on the bottom. And it's going to hold our crappy Craftsman tool chest along with both our TIG and our MIG welders. There's a few things missing right now. There's going to be eventually a kind of a chip tray under here to catch all the slag that falls through the holes to protect our equipment, and some way of securing these bottles in the back. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty simple build. We've got this nice pull-out extension table. It's definitely going to work and not going to have any problems at all. No foreshadowing there. But that's about it. All right, let's get started. Alright, so you can see we've got a little bit of a warp. Part of that was probably due to welding, but I think a lot of it was actually there before we started. But I think we've got a pretty novel way, well, okay, maybe novel's a bit extreme. We have a very redneck way of fixing this bend. 1 second. Yep, this is our plan. That's significantly better. There's still a bit of an S-curve down at the bottom here. In fact, that's given us some problems with our little sliding tray. So we're gonna have to figure out a solution for that. Let's see, these will slide in and they'll stop. It's not that there isn't enough clearance, there is. It's just because of that S-curve, it's starting to run into itself. So I think I've got a solution for that. We're gonna make these with a little looser tolerances and find a way to lock it down once it's in place. So that little S-curve at the end was worse than we thought, and we've probably cut those metal pieces off and welded them on 3 or 4 times now, and it's only gotten worse. So we're gonna try and fix it with a torch. Now, neither Ryan and I really know how this works, so it's gonna be a bit of experimentation. we did a little research online, and there's a lot of contradictory information out there, so we're just going to give it a try. Alright, it's a new day and we've done more research. We're going to use this blocking technique to make sure that it doesn't expand, it deforms. And then once it cools, it should straighten back out. We're going to heat this area here, probably in a few strips. Hard part is just getting the metal hot enough at one time that it'll do it. But I think we can do it in sections, so let's give it a try. Alright, well, we're at this again. We have a slightly different strategy on the car. The heating still didn't seem to work. Not totally sure why. I'm sure you guys will tell us in the comments. But yeah, we're going to use the car again. This way we can use the full half of the car's weight by using a jack to push down on the steel instead of using the tire. So let's see if this works. I don't have a lot of high hopes, but it's worth a try. Alright, so while Ryan's doing this, it's probably a pretty good time to talk about flatness and welding tables. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff out there where they'll get this down to thousandths of an inch flat. You know, it's kind of nuts.
I think the Certiflat ones were a 15,000.
Okay, yeah, so Certiflat within a 15,000ths, that's probably across the entire table. Yeah, that's cool if you can afford that sort of thing. But I think the kind of welding we're going to be doing, that's super overkill. We just want this to be kind of visually flat. You know, we might change our mind at one point. We might need to upgrade, but for what was supposed to be a one-day build, 3 days in, we just want it close. That's where we're shooting. That's what I call straight-ish. pretty good 1-day build.
4-day.
Okay, 4-day build.
Yeah.
But it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, except this guy doesn't actually open more than about 2 inches with a hammer.
Yeah, that's something we can probably work on.
Yeah. Other than that, it actually came out really
It
nice.
did. It did. We had to use a 3000 GT to straighten the top.
Yeah, that was in the machinist handbook, though.
Yep.
Page 276.
Yeah, somewhere around
Not
there.
sure what edition that is,
Right.
though. Still got a few things to add, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're just holding a couple of cables up.
Yeah, some cable holders necessary. The bottles in the back are just sitting on the floor right now, so we
nice
gotta
and safe.
fix that. And we got to drill a bunch of holes, which is
Yeah.
probably going to be the next project. So stick around for that. Other than that, though, super psyched. It's strong, it's sturdy, it's got a big surface for us to weld on, at least big for us.
Yeah.
We've been welding on the floor for like a decade, so this is a big step up.
Or on wood workbenches, which is also super
Oh
safe.
yeah, you could probably see tons of scorch marks all over these things, but that's all right. But that's gonna wrap it up. See you guys in the next one.